Welcome back. It's Friday night, which means it's time to turn our attention to our New Yorker of the Week. Tonight, we honor a man who's using the sport he loves to help students in underserved schools to get a better education. New York One's Elizabeth Callahan has his story. Take a look.
Greg Pinel believes every child should have the best shot in life, both on and off the pitch. But there's a problem.
The school system here is fundamentally flawed. I lived pretty close to an Indian reservation growing up, and I had to realize that, well, they have public schools too, but they don't offer the same level of public service that my public school gets. And that's essentially what I've seen in New York.
Watching education budgets shrink and sports programs get cut, Greg decided soccer could be the answer. In 2009, he founded the World Soccer Project, an international association that runs adult co-ed leagues and uses registration fees to support education and sports programming in underserved schools.
After-school sports keep kids in school. The soccer program is giving them motivation to attend class. For some kids, it keeps them out of trouble. Kids need an outlet, an opportunity to get fit and to stay fit.
We're going to see a 30 to 40% increase of students graduating simply because they're connected more to school. To see their progression over as a team and a sense of community from the fall through the spring, it's only been 1 year, but it's been transformative.
Pinel says soccer has another advantage. Its international appeal helps New York's diverse students learn.
Our kids from other countries, our immigrants and stuff like that, come in and they know the game. It also gives them an opportunity to relate and feel like at home. They gain friendships.
Even losing a game becomes a lesson.
You learn how to lose, how to win, and you learn how to be disappointed in the face of defeat and how to enjoy a victory.
And so, for starting an adult soccer program that gives kids a chance to score, Greg Pinel is our New Yorker of the Week. Elizabeth Callahan, New York One.
And joining me in the studio now is the founder of the World Soccer Project and our New Yorker of the Week, Greg Pinel. Thanks for joining us. Congratulations.
Delighted to be here. Thanks very much.
Now, what made you think an adult soccer program would work first of all, and then the funding from that, then you turn to the kids?
I played a lot of soccer throughout my life in several countries, several cities, and in New York, I spent the most money I've ever spent playing. And I thought, well, one day I decided to figure out how much these leagues were making a year, and it's a not insubstantial amount. And I thought, well, why don't I create a soccer program and use that money for causes that I've supported, causes that I've worked in at employment for a good part of my life. And so I got some like-minded people together who love the sport as much as I do and know quite a bit about organizing it. And they also have the same interest in education as I do. And so we started a league that's quite successful, and we're using the money to support schools that have lost a lot of funding in recent years, in the last 5 years of budget cuts in New York. They've cut their after-school program, so we're offering some schools their only after-school program now. And it's going quite well, and we hope to include many, many more.
Now, is it all kinds of programs or specifically a soccer program?
Specifically a soccer program. It makes sense. There's a positive transfer between running one league and another, whether it's adult or for kids. So it makes sense we can use our money wisely that way, efficiently, and we can generate a lot of volunteers who can coach soccer because they've played it all their lives. We have a lot of teachers in our program and former teachers and coaches. So it's pretty much seamless. They just go right from the adult league to the kids league, helping teachers coach their kids.
Now, how did you identify the school? Tell me about first of all, seeing the need. You said you grew up outside of the city, right? Mm-hmm. And then you came in, and how did you see the need and get that started?
By watching your show.
Thanks for watching.
And you're an education reporter too, and I learned that maybe more than in any other city, maybe it's by virtue that there are 1.1 million students here, so many schools, and the funding isn't distributed evenly. Some schools have access to external funding that others don't. They have strong parent-teacher associations that can raise $1 million per year for students, whereas it's a lot to ask a parent who's living at or below the poverty line to contribute $1,000 a year to their child's education for a public school education, which ostensibly should be offering the same service from school to school, at least the same basic level of service, giving kids the same opportunities from neighborhood to neighborhood.
Okay, and we heard from the principal and the coach and the students, and they're all saying this gives them positive results. So you're seeing the results right away, right? They get connected to their schools, and they want to show up to school.
Absolutely. Well, first you can see they're really enjoying themselves, which is magic. That's satisfying enough. But more practically, they are actually achieving results in the classroom as a result of an after-school program. And as that one principal mentioned, kids are improving their grades. The graduation level is increasing. We've had parents come up to us, teachers and students themselves, saying that we've made the difference in a student graduating, in a student moving from a failing grade to a passing grade. So that's hard to beat. And
for our viewers who are watching, who may want to get involved in the adult league in order to help the kids, and even maybe volunteer or coach or donate, what do we do?
Well, we have a website and a phone number plastered on every page, and we answer all our calls and emails. And so, if you want to get involved, we have a few locations, and we expect to expand significantly in the next year as well.
Okay, and take a look. This is the website right now on our screen: www.theworldsoccerproject.com. And Greg, congratulations, and thank you for joining us tonight.
Thanks very much.
And if you know someone who would make a good New Yorker of the Week like Greg, email us at NYer@ny1.com. Or send us a letter, address it to NY1 News, New Yorker of the Week, 75 9th Avenue, 6th floor, New York, New York, 10011. And that's all the time we have for now. You could read the viewer emails. We have lots of them about tonight's topic online at ny1.com. Look for the link to our blog, and you can follow us on Twitter at NY1TheCall. I'm Janine Ramirez. John Chumo is back on Monday. Welcome back, John. Have a great weekend, and thank you for watching The Call.